A cure to insecurity. Be me. Frequently ruminates about my insecurities. This is roomy-mates, but I feel like ruminates is Get sick of it. Starts imagining that Filthy Frank song every time I feel insecure. That one that's like, I am beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Oh, so don't you bring me down today. Love that. It adds humor to the fact that I'm insecure and makes me stop taking it so seriously. It also reminds me that I'm being a bitch like the character of the saga to forget about it and move on with my day. I highly recommend trying this. A better recommendation is to quite simply not ruminate about your insecurities in the first place, instead of replacing it with cringe meme culture. Hey, Filthy Frank is a god. Filthy Frank has millions of fangirls despite being a hapacel who is on the spectrum and being mogged by Aussie chads everywhere he goes. He's proof that anyone can make it. Oh my god, is this a Filthy Frank segment? This guy linked another song of his, a song of Pink Guys. When Jeets invade my thoughts, I like to play.
I eat the I beat the I pray to the I'm gay for the
He acts like he's on the spectrum for the humor, but he's clearly not. He's also attractive when he doesn't dress and act like a spurg. Not only is he attractive, but he's funny. Yeah, he's also rich and famous. Be me. Be the ugly friend. Chubby, not land whale fat, but definitely overweight to the point I can stretch out or rip a few clothes. Can't wear a bikini without feeling disgusted or embarrassed. Stretch marks, acne face, cheeks and forehead, so I can't really hide it. Cracky, dried lips plus lip biting addiction. Nail biting addiction, so my nails look rough. Big nose, somewhat chubby face, not obese level, but I definitely have cheek fat and I would look better without it. There's a bunch more, but I can't be bothered to write it all. It really sucks, being surrounded by a bunch of Stacys and being the ugly ogre. I'm always chosen last, platonically or romantically, and guys only want to be around me to get close to my friends. Focus on fitness, maybe? All of these are physical insecurities you have. Fixable. Thank you for your service, Ogre-chan. You're cute, let's cuddle and hug. Simp. Didn't read, KYS or go back, this thread is not your personal blog. GTFO! Nobody cares about your fake struggle. That sounds like the typical 4chan response. Be me. College freshman. Have 2 computers. My parents gave me an HP as a graduation gift, and the university gave me a MacBook Pro for free. Second semester. HP blue screens, won't boot into Windows. Try to take the bottom cover off. There are Torx head screws. Don't have the right screwdriver. Slowly twist them out with a pair of cuticle cutters? Cuticle. Not sure how it's pronounced. Nothing seems wrong about the inside, other than some dust on the fans. Clean it off. Computer still won't boot up properly. Get error message. Says the BIOS is corrupted. Bike half an hour to Micro Center to spend $7 on a USB stick. From a small town, not used to cities, especially at night, so I'm worried I'm gonna get mugged on the way. Make it back safely. Try to plug USB into MacBook. The MacBook doesn't have any USB-A port, only USB-C. Get an adapter from my suite mate. Plug it in, download the BIOS recovery program. Try to run it. It's a Windows file, Mac OS can't open it. Spend the rest of the night downloading VirtualBox to run Windows 11 on my Mac. It runs like complete shit. Next day, tweak the settings a million times. Still runs at half a frame per second and I can't do anything. Find another program that's specifically designed to run a Mac OS hosted Windows 11 VM. This one works perfectly. Do everything I need to do with the recovery program. Plug the USB into the HP, it does some repairs, restarts, does some more repairs, restarts. Stuck on a blank screen for like 20 minutes, so I shut it off and repeat the process. Do this 3 times. Hold Windows plus V as I turn it on, get another error message. CMOS checksum invalid. Can't figure out how to fix it. Mac OS, Torx screws, and computer repair. Now I have to spend probably $100 getting this thing professionally fixed. Can't believe this is what I spend the entirety of the past 2 days on. Yeah, a lot of computer work involves troubleshooting and fixing. Apple has no obligation to help you fix your Jeet DAO's machine. Should have put Linux on the HP laptop. Yeah, just install Linux and have to relearn how to traverse the interface. You're just computer illiterate, bro. Read a book. Yes, because computers aren't totally needed for most things that we do these days. Girl kept looking at me in public. Am I reading too much into it? Be me. Uni student. Studying at a corner of a large table in library. Girl sits 1 seat away from me, other side of the corner. Basically, she's straight ahead of me, but facing to my side. Friend calls me. Pick up and leave. After call, return to my seat. Try to avoid looking at her while approaching to not seem creepy/weird. As I approach, she turns her head a full 90 degrees and looks up, looking into my eye. Instinctively look at her too. Out of awkwardness, I look away immediately, but I can feel her staring at me for an extra 5 seconds. Sit down and try to focus on studying, but I swear out of the corner of my eye I see her looking my way every couple minutes. Keep my head in my notebook and keep studying. 20 minutes later, she gets up and leaves. Am I retarded or was she checking me out? I don't think I'm particularly good looking, maybe average at best. One thing is she had wavy long hair, and I have long curly hair that looks really nice. I put a lot of work into it. So maybe she was admiring the hair? I don't want to be that dude that's too full of himself, but when you accidentally lock eyes with a stranger, you typically look away immediately, right? She kept looking at me and gave me this distinct look that's hard to describe. Did I miss my chance? I mean, it could mean a billion different things depending on the person, but if you're unsure, you could try to condition yourself in approaching and just initiating a normal, casual conversation. I feel like that's a good rule of thumb in general to learn how to socialize. Might as well refine that skill, huh? Be me, 23-year-old incel, 5'10" ugly manlet, never had a girlfriend before. So 5'10" is short now. Alright. Starts talking to this girl from a server that hates me for some reason. Conventionally attractive, but all foids are hideous angle frauds. Also a horrible chud that would put all of you to shame. Like genuine pro-Jew meat genocided constantly babbles about race theory. What? Starts gradually talking more and more. She starts telling me about herself. Somehow end up dating her. She ends up traveling to my town. End up meeting. She's somehow just as attractive as the pics I've seen. Starts freaking the out. Tries to make some excuse to leave, but she doesn't let me. Takes me back to her hotel room and forces herself onto me and starts making out with me. Oh man. Tells me to take a shower. Comes in after I leave. I'm still having trouble processing it. She comes out. She's only in a t-shirt and socks. Straddles me and actually f***s me while I keep telling her to stop. Oh no. She gets off and giggles some I don't remember, gets dressed and leaves. Says she'll be back soon. What the f*** do I even do, bros? This bitch just me and I didn't stop her. I did like it, but she seems unhinged as f***. Any advice? I don't know if I love her, if it's just my monkey brain going into overdrive because of pick related. Forgot to mention, but I'm still sitting in the hotel room. What the f*** do I even do in this situation? Prove it with a picture, you f***. Otherwise, this is just a fantasy, so yourself. With a gif. I think that's Lord of the Rings. Oh my god. OP, you need to leave and cut contact with this person. If you can avoid them as best as you can, try to. Least obvious tarp. Go jerk your estro, tranny. Post nudes, anything else is irrelevant. Ignoring the possible LARP, an attractive woman was so ferocious for your that she traveled to your town, bought a hotel room for you to in, and pinned you to a bed to you, and you cried the entire time and are crying now. You are either extremely or a dumbass 4Chan anons. If he didn't want it, he didn't want it. It doesn't matter how attractive the lady is. This lady is garbage, and she's probably going to cause more problems for him in the future.